See, they can't trust a pop-up
Good
or actually hit the button.
evening, it's PopPop, and you are in my LitRPG world for an absolutely fantastic event. It is the ultimate Apex interview in the launch party for Reck Well's Stumbling Up, a Loser's Guide to Progression. There's the book. See, he's got the real one. I've got the ARC copy. I've got this. I can't do it.
You got the collector's edition, man.
Whatever. Reck, congratulations. You've been going crazy. You've been dragging Jeremy along all weekend long.
It's true.
Tell me about your launch. What's going on?
It's been wild. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it's been great getting Stumbling Up out in the world. It kind of feels surreal. I crashed on Saturday, hard. Just slept half the day.
I have pants on, Brian. Sorry. I make comments, Jeremy, all throughout. That's what I do.
It's true.
So what is the best part of up until now? But what's the best part of your launch weekend? What was the best thing?
I don't know, just seeing people like Gary. There's been people that have been waiting for the audio to come out because they're audiobook listeners.
Yeah.
And
Gary is one.
Yeah, Gary's one of them. And so having those people be able to pick up the audio and then just getting these messages, and I need to forward them over to Jeremy a little bit more often of this person being like, oh, Richard is amazing, or I can't believe, whatever. Right. It's just these little comments here and there. It's really, it's been great. Yeah. To finally have it out there. All the audiobook, I won't ever read
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what's the best part of the audio in Stumbling Up?
The best part of the audio itself. I like big emotional scenes. So I think a lot of the scene where Cole is at home and kind of dealing with the family dynamic and kind of having to admit that he's an adventurer and that kind of stuff. And then again, I don't want to spoil it, but
no spoilers.
There's a lot of there's a big moment at the end of the book between party members. There's a lot going on.
I don't know that yet. I'm not there yet. Sorry, PopPop is infected today. Infected. So.
Okay, note to self, book 3 needs to contain more emotional scenes for Jeremy.
There you go. That's a good thing. Just remember that.
Yeah.
So now I have a lot of trouble with when people call Cole the main character. That my worldview is that Richard is the main character.
Yeah.
I always will be.
I get that. We're all living in Richard's world and Stumbling Up, right?
Yeah.
It just is from Cole's point of view. So
I guess you have to pick a POV, so you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, I actually debated point of views. And this is a first person point of view book, and that was I debated whether it was going to be first person or not, or whether I wanted to head hop, and I ended up going with first person because it felt more personal and intimate.
You might have a little bit of difficulty hopping through heads.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that if Richard had been the main character and that perspective on the book, you probably would get tired of his sarcasm and also of knowing everything all the time. There wouldn't be any mystery, right?
That is a valid point. And not only that, it's kind of hard to have a banana slug, tank a battle. He has to hide in the background all the time. There's no way. Does he have any sort of physical skills or physical powers? Does he get firmer or longer if there happens?
He does. He's got an enlarge skill that he uses.
Okay, he has an enlargement skill. Does that take a physical activity to kick off, or how does it happen? I'm interested. I want to know these things. It's vital to the story, I'm sure.
Of course, yeah. Richard actually he has some pretty useless skills, like extra slime, and like he has like a banana peel skill where he can make people trip and stuff that are good in like small moments, but he's got some like really epic skills that he's using possibly all the time. The main character Cole just doesn't know it, right? But yeah, Gary's like he can glue shit together. That's absolutely true. He's got glue. He's got some healing stuff that he can use later on. But there's some side stories that I've written from Richard's point of view that kind of reveal that he's maybe pulling some more strings than you think he is.
Hopefully it's not that witch story that just drove me bonkers on Royal Road. That just
So for those of you who read it on Royal Road, we would do these polls where people could vote for like what side story they wanted as like a bonus story, and PopPop really hated the witch one.
Oh my god, I think BJ led the part to that one. It wasn't me, I tell you that much. Ugh, just hurt my poor little old brain.
You guys voted for it, so I was just writing what you voted for
it. I didn't know it was a democracy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a boomerism.
Mm-hmm. Somebody voted for it.
I guess.
It would always surprise me because whenever I put up polls, everybody would vote for like Bodie McBoatface, and I'd be like, oh, I have to write Bodie McBoatface. So
I see that right now, at least a couple hours ago, you were at a 5.0 on Amazon.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean,
really good reviews right there, Jeremy.
Yeah. So if you've read it, I really, really would you please just go rate it.
Yeah.
Just unless you're giving it a 1 star, then maybe
5.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.9, just to give it honesty.
Yeah. But yeah, go rate it on Amazon and Audible and Goodreads. Those are like the 3 places.
Where are you? Are you breaking the fourth wall? I feel like Richard would be all about breaking the fourth wall. Like he's keeping secrets from even the reader.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Yeah. I mean, Richard's got a whole epic story in him. He's definitely keeping secrets from everybody.
Brian, I am not a fan of old fashions. I learned that on a cruise last year. Just to let you know, no old fashions while we're around. Something with rye. I like rye.
I was gonna say, what is your drink of choice, PopPop?
A rye of some kind. Dennis is in the house, party people.
Mm-hmm. We learned that Jeremy likes single barrel whiskeys.
Yeah.
So Jen, if you're
on, we've got to find a whiskey for Jeremy for LitRPG Con.
LitRPG Con. Well, since I'm taking a flight, as most of us are, we're not getting any liquor until we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I will have a large jug of it up at my room again. That's what we did last year. A few of us had 5-gallon jugs.
Did you find your way back downstairs okay?
Yeah, we would bring people up to have drinks. We have a few drinks and wander around, and it definitely made the whole week.
Well, it'll be interesting now for Gibbs and Pop since we're not going to be in the hotel hell with no air.
Are you getting the host hotel this year?
We are going to be with Grand Hyatt. I have it set up right now that we are going to come in on Tuesday and hang out across the street because it was cheaper to stay out there rather than pay the exorbitant rates outside of the book area, the booking time. So just not happen. So do you like whiskey with an EY or a Y?
I mean, I spell it with an EY.
Well, that's just because you're getting American whiskey then.
Yeah. Yeah. Bourbon is wonderful.
I don't know what I'll drink. I have no idea. My idea of drinking is Jell-O shots at the Super Bowl party.
That's also a good time. I'm not going to turn those down.
Apparently, Jeremy does not turn down alcohol. All right, just put that out there.
So, Jeremy, this will be great because then when people come up and give me a whiskey, I'll just be like, "Thank you so much. and I'll hand it to you.
So I'll just follow you around and just be pretty hammered the entire trip.
Yeah. This can work.
Why not? So
Why not? Free drinks.
Yeah.
So Stumbling Up is still on Royal Road.
Book 2 is. Book 1's been stubbed.
It's been stubbed, yes, because you have to do that Amazonian stuff.
Yeah.
So book 2 is out on Royal Road. Is it going to be called Stumbling Up Book 2? Or is it going to be like Stumbling Over?
I thought about trying to be more clever. We're just going to go Stumbling Up Elusive's Guide to Progression 2.
Electric
We're going to
Boogaloo?
do the He Who Fights with Monsters. Just because I'm using all my cleverness on the chapter titles. And it gets kind of fussy on Royal Road. You can't really easily change titles. I mean, it doesn't work as well as
You
it
can
does.
always
Like,
do it when you release the book.
yeah, but you want people to like find your series really easy. So
Stumbling
I'd rather
Up
not.
to Pop-Pop's Revenge.
Yeah, maybe, right? Pop-Pop's Revenge. That'll be the working title. Yeah. So we've got book 1 has a Tuckerization from LitRPG Con of Andrew.
Andrew Crit Happens.
Yeah, Crit Happens. Yep. Hey, Geneva.
Hey, Geneva.
Hey, Geneva.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, so Andrew Crit Happens is in book
Hey, Joe.
1. And we also have like Lance makes a small appearance. And there's a bunch of Easter eggs for He Who Fights with Monsters and Tommy and Jay and some of the books.
Leon.
Yeah. Book 2, which is written, it's with the editor right now. We've got a Tuckerization of Pop Pop. I know.
Is
Pop
it
Pop's
time?
character is such a jerk too. I know you guys can't believe it.
I can't wait to voice him.
You want to study me, Jeremy? You want to get the boomer down? Yeah.
I'll have to study all of your podcasts and everything
There
you
you
got
go.
up.
So are we gonna put it up on stage? Too bad Morpheus. We didn't see Morpheus come in, did we?
I haven't seen Morpheus come in, no.
They might be partying down in Brazil for all we know.
Yeah,
But
possibly.
this-
But Brazilians
this-
are always partying.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Here is what you get to see.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if Pop Pop can hit the right button.
I know how to hit buttons.
That's not the cover. That's you.
It's
Yeah.
not the cover. That's me. I don't have a cover. You don't give me anything.
I did give you the cover. Oh, well, maybe not.
No, you
Yeah.
didn't.
So that's the Pop Pop character. He's got some chapter art, and Morpheus very kindly did it up poster style for Pop Pop, which was adorable.
Did you say horrible or adorable?
Adorable.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't hear. So hold on.
We actually have a mock-up where the slippers that you're wearing in the poster are banana slugs. Which
Nice.
yeah.
remember 9 toes. You have to be.
Well, that's why we put slippers on
That's
you
why they had to put
because
slippers on. 'cause they
I
didn't
don't
know-
want a 9-toed chapter art picture.
I
Sorry,
just
Pop
can't.
Pop.
The poor sensibilities of the viewing public. Jesus Christ. I've been that way since 2018. It's fine. The background part of the picture looks like Kim Jong-un. Who brought him along? That's worse than Brian Wrestler's comments.
It'll be the hardcover's hidden cover. That is a good call, Brian.
So how long is this going to go? Are we going to have like UL1 arcs taking it out to 9 or 12 books? Trying to keep Jeremy employed for a very long time.
Yeah, well, the job is
Let's
always to
hope.
keep Jeremy employed. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I am stealing a Jay Krause idea where the spine of the book, when you line them all up, will make a picture. And Morpheus needed me to commit to a number of books to make that spine art.
Oh, you always have to commit to the art.
Mm-hmm. So I committed to 10-ish books that way, depending on how long they are. But I've got a good 7-8 books outlined, and I kind of figure there will be an extra book or two in there, just because when you get writing, things happen. The Stumbling Up 1's story arc actually has an extra like 30,000 words because of Andrew's Tuckerization.
Did
Yeah,
you write
so
it? 'Cause, you know,
We
he's
spent
a
the
writer.
whole segment in Eddie's Mill. It wasn't necessarily planned. But
Are
hey,
all of the books going to be from Cole's perspective?
yes, yeah, they're all going to be from Cole's perspective. Yeah, but each book is going to be focused on one of the characters' progressions. Like everybody's progressing, but like book one is really the introduction. Book two, we get a bit more about Tandy and her stuff. Book three is more Leo. So if you're a Leo fan, book three is going to be your, yeah.
Hey, Dennis, if you're still here, thanks for that message last night about the physical books coming from the one Arthur. We don't have to disclose. Do it? Can we? Riffside? Was it Riffside? I think Riffside is going to come out in physical format, which is something that's been hurting.
Dennis. Joe's right. We're all. I mean, they're all losers, and they need help.
Who's all losers? The crew or us?
Yes.
I walked right into a me answer.
You did.
That's a
Gary's like, bless Leo's heart. He ain't smart. And like, yeah, that's.
Yeah. And please note that I am wearing the original shirt.
Yep.
That Trout gave out. I mean, yeah, Reck. Reck is my Trout is my son-in-law. Sorry, I'm tired of saying. Reck gave out at LitRPG Con.
Yep.
On the first night, probably on Thursday night.
Yeah, you were one of the first people to get the shirts. Yeah,
Gims and myself.
Yep, you and Gims. Yep, I've only got like 2 of the shirts left because I sent 2 to you, Jeremy, which is nice. I'm still in transit. And then I've got like 2 left in a box.
No, I just want to point out that I'm very happy with this shirt. You know, the ARC book. You know, it's got that big thing on it. I don't, I still have issues with that because I know, like Gary and Andrew, they have real books. I just have this ARC thing. I don't know. Then I have this. I have this thing. It's like minuscule. It's like a banana slug taking away from its mother. Kind of like real.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I have this.
I have one of those as well.
And I have this. What is this? That's all I have.
Yeah, it's merch. I've got a whole nother stack of like banana slugs I'm printing out for Jordan Con. And
I'm going to that.
Shout out to Jen. They've been coloring fangs and eyeballs for the last month.
You have to color. Are they different colors?
Well, no, we just like added like eyeball detail, and it's like the print. I had this 3D printer guy who made a model of Richard with fangs and his tentacles and stuff, which is fun.
Well, unportly. Why didn't you make a shirt bigger for Gary?
Yeah. I love you too, PopPop.
PopPop
is grumpy
when he's sick.
I don't know if you need to add when he's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could be edited. Send that over to the edit. Yes, Wilkie's here. Now, Wilkie, get the tough questions
going.
Get
the party started, yeah.
Brutalize Reck with your questions.
That's right. What do you want to know? I'm here.
He's good cop, bad cop.
Jeremy's here. I may or may not kill PopPop off in book 2, so...
I'll be excited to find out.
So will I, apparently.
Yeah.
Am I called? Is the character called PopPop or Pop?
Pop. We just went with one Pop.
Just a singular.
Mm-hmm. That way, there's plausible deniability.
There you go. That's not me. I would never do that. Because we have a few people down in Discord, down on the writing side of Discord, that call me Pops, and I do not approve of the modification. But I can't do anything about it because America. So
yeah,
let's say live in Denmark, then maybe no, I can't do anything to them either. So why a banana slug? Because it's a foot long. I am good at stopping conversation.
Yeah, so banana slug. So Kat and I actually had a conversation when I was like ideating around stumbling up, and we had this moment where we're like, it's gonna be these like 3 losers and yada yada yada, and we're like, what would be the most useless animal companion you could think of? And
Poodle. A poodle.
well, he thought slug, and then it was like easy. It was like, okay, well, what's, like, you don't want a slug. Slugs are kind of gross, but like a banana slug's cute, right? So we went the banana slug route. And I used to live out in Seattle and like Port Angeles for years. Yeah, I mean, you'd see a banana slug every once in a while, and they're pretty like memorable when you see them because they're just bright yellow and you're not expecting it. So,
all right, did you hear this one? Did you see this one yet?
that is,
I think that would work.
yeah, I think that would work. Good job, Andrew.
At
Yeah,
least it's not a poodle
yeah,
or a chihuahua.
yeah.
Is that the only question we get? Other questions? I'm tired and grumpy and infected or something.
More reason to kill you off.
I'll get better.
So Dax, I don't understand the question. Natural causes. Maybe I just missed that in the chat. Ooh, all right, Jeremy, why don't you answer this one first? What LitRPG tropes do you love or hate?
I prefer the starting weak and getting strong. I just don't get excited about the ones that just magically come in and are just overpowered from the beginning. I want that slow grind of figuring it out, finding something that they can do, and just using that to get better. That's
Jay Krause says hello to friends, but not me.
Hi, Jay.
All right.
Okay.
So what about you, Reck?
What's a trope you hate?
Who, me?
No. not
You.
Oh, give me a second.
He's got multiple screens.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of the super crunchy LitRPG stuff. I'm not paying attention. I'm not calculating all that stuff myself. And when it hits in the audiobook, and I'm like, okay, bear with me. I got to do a minute and a half of just reading stats that most of you are going to be trying to click through.
Yeah, as a narrator, I would say crunchy has got to be tough.
You need crunch. I need crunch. I don't mind the creamy side, but I love.
Yeah, but you don't listen to the audiobook, Pop. I mean,
pardon me.
You don't.
I don't listen to audiobooks all that much, so don't kill me, Jeremy. But my ears just don't hear words.
Yeah.
So
right, Pop, what's your favorite LitRPG? Well, I know. I mean, you like post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Apocalyptic followed by a good isekai.
Mm-hmm.
One of my least favorites is not really a trope, but it's a saying. He smiled, but the smile didn't quite reach his eyes. What the hell does that mean? Dumbest thing in the world, in my humble opinion. What does that mean?
As Pop smiles with a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Oh, it's just utterly annoying.
Yeah.
It's not overly, it's not crunchy, it's mildly. There's a few peanut remnants throughout the book. But it's not progression completely like you
I will say that. Yeah.
There's stats in it. There's that wonderful mining crafting component to his book. So Jay Krause, just wait. I've read your book.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Wednesday, Reck, go ahead.
Isn't Jay on my podcast on Wednesday?
Duh.
Okay, I was like, is he on your podcast too? Is Jay double dipping?
No, he won't come. He won't come onto my podcast.
I mean, that's fair.
Go. Yeah. I set this up for you. I like softballed this to you. Talk about it. Set yourself up for it.
Yeah. So Jay is going to be on my podcast on Wednesday. We're talking about Lighting the Forge, and it's exciting. I'm excited. It's a great book. I've been reading it all very frantically this weekend to get to the end of it before.
Oh, you mean you've not finished it, but I have?
Wow.
It's
true. Sorry, Jay, but it will be done by the time I get to you. So Some of us are doing podcasts and writing a book at the same time.
Who's doing that?
That's impressive.
I don't know who's doing that. Oh, Jared, the long-winded one's doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so my favorite, I love animal companions. That's my favorite, one of my favorite tropes, which is why when I decided to write a LitRPG, I was like, I've got to have an animal companion. There's actually a second one that gets added in book 2, which will be fun. For those of you reading Head on Royal Road, you know what I'm talking about.
Jay.
My least favorite trope is probably, I don't like time loops. I like Groundhog's Day sort of events. I don't like it when we are repeating the same events with just like more knowledge. It's not my thing.
Does that complete? Now time loop is different than a regression.
Regression's okay. Ish. Because like isekai is kind of a regression too, I'm portaled into this new world with all this knowledge. I don't know.
I'm not the hero is not regression in any way, shape, or form. It's just
true. I'm not the hero is not regression. I would agree with that. I just don't like it when we are repeating the same events with a time power. I just don't really like time powers that much.
I won't tell Sean Wilson that.
Well, I'm reading Ultimate Level 1 still
right now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm Loop Breakers.
You're very inconsistent,
yeah.
Reck.
Yeah.
This is what it's like, Jeremy. This is what the two of us are like on the Reck PopPop Show.
All the time. Pop is such a pain.
It's part of my charm.
Yeah.
Is this true? Jay, you learn how to type with your toes? Me, that wouldn't work because you'd only get 90% increase.
I mean...
Perfect One is the only, and that is Floss and Dunes series.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I may not. But I haven't read
that. All right, Wilkie is saying, what about your narrator? What about your narrator clicked that made you need your Jeremy as your narrator? Yeah. So I will say that Jeremy and I clicked right away. We batted around some ideas about Richard, and Richard, just nailing Richard right away.
Well, he's the main character, so you have to.
Yeah. Jeremy's also from a author perspective, Jeremy's really a good communicator. So timelines and progress, and he hopped on the Discord and did some lives, and we talked about some of the scenes and stuff, and it was a good experience just having all of that. And Jeremy's pro. You've got some amazing books under your belt, and it was just this voice is gonna be amazing. And can you give us some Richard for us? Do we have the Richard voice is kind of amazing. Not just kind of, it is.
I think that the Richard voice is absolutely fantastic and is the greatest voice that they have in the entire book.
Yeah.
Of course
it does. Yeah.
So now there is another narrator involved. She's not here tonight. Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
So Jessica has to deal with two very different female characters. And how does that go for her? How does that go for the book and the series?
Yeah.
She has to go with a member of the team from the world, and she has to deal with Meredith as the isekai.
Mm-hmm. How's
that go? Talk to her for us, about her for us, and how that goes with those two.
Yeah. Jessica always had it so we have this spreadsheet between the three of us where it's got a list of the characters and just voice people I was kind of thinking that the voice might be representative of, and some of that was negotiated, some of it wasn't. But the Meredith character was one of the key voices in the series, and we talked. Jessica understood Meredith right away, because I was explaining her, she's just so done with everybody, and doesn't want to be here, but then is always kind of nearby, kind of having a good time, but would never admit it. And Jessica just was like, "Oh yeah, locked in. Like I know what Meredith's voice is." Like, yeah.
So Geneva has left us. Wilkie has lived up to his standards, brutal as he is, in my humble opinion.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Okay. Why switch from romance to LitRPG? Oh, for me?
For you.
Okay. I've actually written sci-fi and romance, but I've always wanted to write LitRPG. I feel like all the books I've written so far were like training wheels for writing LitRPG. People don't really understand, if you haven't been writing LitRPG, how hard it is to write, because you've got the story, you've got the party, the characters, but then you've also got this like system layer that has to make sense and has to progress in the right way and the right timing. And it just makes your books more complicated, or can make your books more complicated. So for me, it wasn't necessarily romance or LitRPG. It was like I was always aiming towards LitRPG. The Potions and Perils, which is my like sapphic cozy fantasy, really isn't. I mean, I don't consider it a romance. There is a romance in the story, but that is not the point of the story necessarily. It's supposed to be like a cozy witch cottage. I call it like my swampy witch cottagecore, sort of vibe to it. But that's supposed to be a series on its own. I've got most of book 2 written, but I really got sideswiped by life, and I just haven't been able to go back to that series. But eventually there'll be more books in that series too. Yeah. I don't know. How about you, Jeremy? Because you also narrate a lot of romance. What made your switch to LitRPG?
Honestly, one of the earlier books that I did was LitRPG, and that just kind of opened me up into the world, learning all about it, and wanting to get into it.
What was the first LitRPG that you did, Jeremy?
Blue Core by Inadvisably Compelled, which is a dungeon core and harem.
Good combination.
The harem is a small part of it, but it is a harem dungeon core. Definitely a lot of learning on doing that one, with all the internal monologue and stuff, and figuring out how to do all that and not having another character to bounce things off of. I know it's difficult in writing, and it's also difficult in the narrating.
Yeah, I've not read one yet, so I'm not sure of all that kind of fun. So yay, smut, Brian. Come on. We will not shame harem or anything like that. Oh, let me show you. Let me show if Jay Krause is still here. He hasn't seen these yet, has he, Reck?
I
He
don't
has
know.
to see.
You have to tell me what you're gonna show. You're like, has he seen? Like,
what else? Calm down. This is the only thing I have. I don't have anything to embarrass.
I actually sent you on Discord book 2's cover, so
fine. I'll go get it. Hold on. Ignore me for a while.
So, the Meredith's voice background was Marceline, the Vampire Queen from Adventure Time, / like April Ludgate from Parks and Rec were kind of the two sort of characters that we try to draw from.
Oh, by the way, you sent me that cover.
Yeah. Yep, I have. A couple times. 4 or 5 times. I wouldn't be surprised if your desktop has it saved like 6 times.
Yeah, it's in a folder somewhere.
Yeah. Dax is asking, what if the time power is more built into the system to break the character? Die, respawn, repeat does a good job of making it a boon and fully a psychological curse. I haven't read Die, Respawn, Repeat, so I can't talk to it. But it's like one of those things, like once you hate a trope, it's really hard to pick up a book with that. It's just obviously that trope that you hate. So I don't know. I'm not saying that there aren't any good time books, but I don't even like the time, like Star Trek time episodes, or
Yeah, but that's like traditional now. You almost have to do that. All right, so here comes the cover to book 2, Stumbling Over. Up.
Yep. Here is the cover.
That looks good.
Yeah. Morpheus did a great job.
And this is an underwater dungeon.
Yeah, the first dungeon in Stumbling Up 2 is an underwater dungeon. And it like Cole, I mean, this isn't a huge spoiler, but Cole gets a power that's basically gives him the ability to breathe underwater in book 1. And so
Yes, he does.
Take advantage of it in book
He said
2.
it. I'm allowed to. Stumbling under the sea. There you go.
There you go. Brian, where were you when I was thinking about naming it something else?
Now you have to change the third book. Now,
Yeah.
one of the things I love so far as I've gotten in Stumbling Up, are your dungeons. You mean you're a good writer, Reck? Did you know that?
You sound so surprised.
You are a really good writer. I really love you. You know, you sucked in with the hook in chapter 1 or so, and that's what got me like sucked in last year on the railroad. You're a really good writer. I just want to tell you that. I don't compliment you too often. Every once in a while, I should. I guess.
I need a sound clip of this moment with Pop Pop.
Well, Jay will make a copy of it or something. Yeah. He'll come up with a ribbon somewhere. He always does that kind of shit. You know, they get me in trouble. So your dungeons up until the first half are so freaking unique. So I am not going to talk about them because Jay Krause is here, and I am not allowed to do any spoilers whatsoever, or he'll slaughter me, or some such thing. But they are so unique, they're so nifty, and so cool that I was like, shit, why? Well, I never mind. Don't want to say shit too much about it. You're up there. Those dungeons are up there with I'm Not the Hero and UL1.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's a high compliment.
They create the transitions and whatnot.
Yeah, dungeons are something that we all have a lot of in our books, and I personally wanted to make it as unique as possible. You know, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was intentional. I wasn't just going to put like standard dungeon. That is one thing that I'm going to have in every book. There's going to be at least 1 or 2 dungeons in every book, or some sort of dungeon like moment, and hopefully I can keep the ideas flowing and keep them unique. You know,
I'm sure you can. Actually, you are a creator. Yeah. So you say that your other potions and perils or whatever you have, that's going to continue. What else do you have going on in that faux hawk little brain of yours up there?
Yeah. I've got a VR.
You copy a lot from Jay Krause, don't you?
I've got a VR one that I wrote a couple of years ago.
Okay, you don't copy from Jay.
I didn't. Well, I didn't want it. It's got a really unique main character lead, and at the time I wrote it, it didn't quite land the ending the way I wanted it to, but I didn't feel like my skills were quite there. So I kind of put it in a drawer, and I'll probably come back to that in a year or two and get that one out the door. But it's got this really unique mashup between like the game influencing the real world, and this character's journey. And then I actually just started it's like a isekai kind of dungeon core sort of series. I've written the first chapter or 2, and I don't know. We'll see if I don't know. I'm going to try dictation with it and see if I can just like hammer that out on the side. But that's a little ambitious to do that and Stumbling Up and keep the timeline I've got with Stumbling Up. So we'll see what happens.
It is your baby. It is your primary.
Yeah. I really I do like dungeon core books. I like that. And this one, I don't know. We've got dungeon core. I mean, Jonathan Brooks puts out a ton of dungeon core, right? That's his stuff, and he's got his system down and stuff. But I think that there's a lot that's left to be explored with dungeon core, and we've gotten some, like cat core is kind of unique, and there's like the dinosaur dungeon one that's fun, and then like museum core is on my TBR. We've got some people kind of playing around with it, and like Rin's series is one of my favorites. I think it's Dungeon Core Online. But yeah, it's been, I don't know. We haven't had a bunch of new players in the dungeon core space, so I think that could be fun.
I haven't. I've started several, but never really finished. Kind of, sort of, the only dungeon core one that I finished, dungeon core esque, would be Rise of Mankind by Jez, because in essence, he gets a hold of the dungeon core on accident because the inhabitant gets killed and he has to develop the core all by himself without aid, without foreign alien help. So that was like utterly, totally APOC. So
yeah, my first series I read was Dungeonborn, and yeah, I don't know. There's just something interesting about the dungeon core. It's the part of me that always wanted to be a video game developer or something. Like how do we trap people? I don't know. Yeah.
Did Gary B leave? I didn't even see him leave. He comes in and goes.
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah. How about you, Jeremy? What's next for you, or what's also on your plate? Anything you can talk about?
Well, right now I'm recording a romance, but the next thing after that will actually be starting to work on Stumbling Up 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a couple coming up. One is one that I'm really excited about doing with Podium is Dungeons and Deliveries. That one's going to be a lot of fun. That has a lot of voices and a lot of crazy stuff happening.
All right. I have to go and mention that we talked about him. We track him down in Discord.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've got another couple bigger projects that are still getting worked out, but I have on my calendar.
So tomorrow night there is no Reck interview per se.
No, Aaron, both Aaron and
Jeremy.
Yeah, both Aaron and Melissa had like personal like emergencies pop up, so neither one of them are going to be able to be there. But we will be on Ginger and the Foxes at 9 p.m. Eastern, we think.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just heard 9 p.m.
Okay, 9 p.m. Eastern, so you can join us on TikTok Live. Yeah.
And then Wednesday, you're back to your normal show.
Yeah, so Wednesday I'll be on with Jay, and that'll be exciting. Hopefully he will not wear a helmet the whole time.
Just tell him not to. You're in charge. You're the boss of him.
Yeah.
Maybe. So I get to do something on Thursday. Jeremy, don't get upset. On Thursday, I'm doing double narrator interviews, which I've never, ever done before. At 8 o'clock, I have Steve Campbell coming on board to pop up to the RPG world.
Nice.
9 o'clock, as part of the Road to Jordan Con, which Reck dragged me kicking and screaming into doing.
Mm-hmm.
I have Gary Furlong.
Oh, nice.
At 9. So I have those two coming in.
That'll be
very
good.
Cool.
And I start getting busy again next week. I have to start sitting down and getting my live streams all set up. Jay Krause. And none of you are going to be lucky enough to know if I'm wearing that until he shows up.
Lucky or unlucky enough?
I don't. I mean, I have no idea. It's, one would think that after, now that he's a featured guest, he has evolved so much in the last year that he should not need the props.
Jay Krause goals, right?
Yeah. He's a featured guest at LitRPG Con now. He doesn't need no.
So that's the exciting thing. So the Jordan Con announcement finally went out for me, and I've got my Jordan Con panels.
Ooh, what are you doing?
Yeah, so let me just bring that up real quick, and we can talk about it a little bit. But if you're going to Jordan Con and you're a panelist, you probably know what your panels are now, which is exciting. Okay,
that's really starting to come out now.
Yeah.
Now, if they would just see if my application to become a media person there comes through.
So
I have to drag people outside to do interviews.
Yeah. So Friday, I've got Lit RPG experience isn't enough. Building a meaningful progression system that don't feel grindy. And fantasy, the adventurer's guide to etiquette, navigating social norms of fantastical realms.
I think people do like mesquite or mescaline. What is it? That mushroom? They do a mushroom when they come up with these titles, man.
Yeah.
Peyote.
I've got Saturday. I've got the Lit RPG roast, lovingly bullying tropes, characters, and our own worst habits. Everything, looking at a good-natured look at everything the genre does a little too often, which is good. I'm the moderator for a Saturday night after dark one. The Lit RPG stats,
Of course you are.
sparks, and shared beds. Late night conversation about romance and Lit RPG. And then Sunday I've got the Lit RPG, the dungeon run what makes a dungeon run memorable. So should be fun. Yeah.
Party wipes.
Yeah. Jay, you'll have to tell me if we're on any overlapping panels, hopefully.
That did sound like smut there, Brian. You're right. That Saturday, I think, definitely sounds like smut.
Yeah, I'm woefully.
Brian, we'll be there. We're just gonna in the back.
I'm the moderator, so I don't have to actually.
We're gonna sit there. We're just gonna go smut.
Lord, yeah, I'm just gonna get like a foghorn to drown you guys out.
Smut. Why not? It'll be fun to do.
I'll call security on PopPop and have him dust.
Kind of like the barmaids on Jay last year, which I can't wait till they make a. Could you see if the barmaids up here in the Colorado room Saturday morning when Jay's up with a featured guest panel?
Lord,
that would be awesome. Not that I talk about that, because I promised him not to talk about that. Oops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So JordanCon schedule's sort of getting set. It's like tentative, so I guess some things could change. And then LitRPG Con, I'll be at LitRPG Con too, and Jeremy, you will too, right? Yeah.
I'll be at LitRPG Con. I'll be, I don't know, on panels and doing stuff. So
it's gonna be a while before we know what those panels are.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
I still want to talk to Geneva.
Yeah.
But she's gone, so. Oh my God, we're all panelists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who let PopPop in, but.
Wait, oh, cats. Goddamn cats.
Yeah. This is my own little princess donut, Nancy.
Excuse me, Amanda. You're fired. She's fired. That's all there's to it.
Yeah, Brian's going to be heckling.
That's what he does. His middle name.
It is what he does. Yeah, he's good at it.
Brian Heckler Wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Now he's going to be here when I sign off.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to mess up so bad. It's like this. The signing off on StreamYard is just absolutely horrible. So
only for you. The rest of us are fine. It's just PopPop.
It's not me. It's hard for everybody. Whatever. I'm getting really good at it. So Reck, where do we find you on social media? Since this is an absolutely necessary question to ask you.
Yeah, so Facebook, it's Reck Well. It's just Reck Well on Facebook. TikTok, it's Reck Well Author. And then I'm on Discord as Captain Kraken. Because
that's so weird.
Yeah, it was my old gamer tag, so yeah, we just have to live with it. We've got the Reck Well server, so for those of you that want to be a part of the community, just drop me a DM somewhere, and I can drop, or there's a bunch of people, so just ask around and we can get you on it. There's also a link on the LitRPG Con server in the Discord area, so you can join there too. But yeah, we've got a Discord. It's got a bunch of people in it, but I'm not the most savvy on Discord yet, so I didn't want to open it up to the general public and get spammed a bunch.
Is that the cornucopia one?
Yeah, the cornucopia. So the reason the Stumbling Up fans are called the cornucopia is because when you get a bunch of slugs together, it's called a cornucopia of slugs. So that's why it's welcome to the cornucopia, because we're just a bunch of slugs hanging out together.
Just because murder was already taken by the good old crows.
That's right.
A murder of slugs would have been good. All right, so we do have a question. Wilkie asked this twice. This is for Jeremy.
Here you go.
I got into audiobooks long years ago when I had an hour-long drive to work. And I think you asked earlier, like who inspired me to do it, and it was Michael Kramer is the first narrator that I remember like knowing the name of and really enjoying listening to everything that he did. And I listened to the Wheel of Time series. I listened to a bunch of stuff all the time. And I kind of felt like I could do it. And then with the job that I was at in 2019, I was just kind of getting uninspired with it. I enjoyed doing it, but it wasn't going to go anywhere. I was working for a school district. I could see what was going to happen over the next 20 years. I knew what would it be. And I was looking for something more exciting and something that I could work on and build. And my wife actually pushed me to get into voice acting and into audiobooks. And when COVID hit, I had a lot of free time and I jumped into it, and it's just taken off.
So how did you discover the knack, the talent?
I have just always liked doing voices and playing into stuff. I listened to audiobooks, and there'd be narrators that I would just listen to and enjoy, and other narrators where I'm listening to certain parts going, oh, you should say that a little differently. You should say that like this. Like I'm critiquing them as we went. And my wife saw it more than I did to push me into doing it. And so there's a website called ACX, which is owned by Audible, and that's a place that it's really easy for people to put up their books to get auditions. And so I auditioned for a couple 30-minute books just to kind of try things out, and I did the two of them and went, yeah, I could do this. I could keep doing this. I like this. So yeah.
And Jeremy, where do we find you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook, Jeremy Fraser VO. I'm on TikTok. I think it's Jeremy Fraser VO there as well. My website, jeremyfraser.com, will have links to all of my socials and stuff, and on Discord as Jeremy Fraser Narrator.
Very good. Me, I'm just PopPop's LitRPG world everywhere. Very simple. What else is going on, people? What else do we want to talk about? What else do you guys want to talk about for the next few minutes? Because, Reck gives me 8 minutes. He gives us an hour. He's not as much as brutal as the long-winded one with his 22 minutes. But, he doesn't like to go over an hour. Meanwhile, I'll go 2.5 hours in a heartbeat. It's true.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying Stumbling Up, and if you haven't picked up a copy, you will. The voice, the narration's amazing. Thanks to Jeremy and Jessica. They did a great job with it. And we'll get book 2 out here really quick. Book 3 is already in production. Morpheus is working on the cover. It's going to be badass. And I'm excited to get a little bit more into Leo's psyche for book 3.
So when do you expect book 2 to come out?
Book 2 is going to be out the plan is before LitRPG Con sometime in January. Yeah.
January.
Yep.
No. July.
LitRPG.
I'm sorry, June. God.
There you go.
June. So June is the month. It's the other J month. So we're expecting it to come out in June.
Wilkie does not want this to end. Brian won. Brian says it's awesome. We're fantastic. Yeah. We still have time.
Yeah.
Who of all LitRPG characters would you like to be best friends with?
Aaron Solstice.
Who is that?
She's the lead character for The Wandering End.
Oh, I've not even done that.
Yeah. Her friends are like, she's a great friend.
Who would I want to be? Jeremy, how about you?
Oh, actually, Brian Kroc is a great answer. I think that would be very entertaining. My first thought goes to, honestly, a lot of support builds. Why not be best friends with somebody whose entire build is around keeping their friends alive and healthy?
That would be Oren.
Yeah, Oren. I'm not the hero.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
I don't know.
I have been very much enjoying Croc, though. I'm currently reading Discount Dan.
Yeah, Croc is amazing. But I'm a cat person, so.
Speaking of which, Kingdom Kiosk is coming out on March 31st. He announced it just right before the show.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
a couple
I
weeks.
got that post up real quick. I am 75% of the way done that book, which I really didn't know because it's on ebook. He gave it to me early. Am I allowed to? It's your show, Reck. Am I allowed to say anything about it? I mean, I don't want to upstage
go for it.
I never think of upstaging you in anything that I do.
Just go for it, man.
It's the best of the 3 books so far.
I think that's something that like is true for most lit RPGs, right? They just get better and better. Right. Like I already feel really good about my book 2, and I know my book 3's, like as writers progress, they just get to know the characters better.
Well, you really are a good writer. Just to let you know.
Yeah, if your books aren't getting better, then you're doing the writing thing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes with everything, though. You should always be better. Yeah. Whatever you're doing, it should be better than the last time you did it.
Yeah.
I don't know who I'd want to be best friends with. Maybe I don't want to be best friends with everybody. Well, I want to be best friends with everybody. I would do Arlo in Mage Tank. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That I could live with. Are you saying that?
How about you, Wilkie? Who's your?
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Look, speaking of which, we just got a Mage Tank. Unless it's a different grotto. But is that the Mage Tank grotto? You want to be the AI, the Cathan? Or is there a different grotto that I don't know about?
We need to stop reusing names. I don't want somebody to say Jason and then us being like, well, which of the 18 Jasons?
The grotto in Mage Tank is a phenomenal AI or companion. He's a companion, chthonic companion, this little floating Cthulhu. Snarky and powerful. And what is this? Apparently, if Reck messages you at 3 a.m. and asks who a character's fiance is, you don't have to answer immediately.
This is what Jordan Con's going to be. It's just my people roasting me on these panels. Yeah. I really need...
Don't you have to have a whisperer behind you, like someone like a personal assistant telling you who is who?
Yeah, there's a lot of details to keep track of, and you would think since it's a world you created, you'd know everything, but you forget who, so-and-so's best friend's fiance's name is, and then, you ask like the 2 people that have read the book, not thinking that they'll answer right away, and that you just woke them up with your ping.
Well, of course you did. That you should be like me, turn your pings off overnight.
But the problem is, if I waited to ping them in the morning, I would forget what my question was or what I was doing. I was writing. So.
You don't wake me up. I just have to go to the bathroom and I see that you pinged me at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're still awake. I'm old. Old people go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Can't help it.
I've also just discovered like it's not possible to take enough notes on what you've written to remember all the details that you just randomly need, right? Like.
Yeah.
When I wrote, so-and-so's fiance's name, I never thought I'd, need it.
Raven's Dagger is here. Now we have to go for a whole nother hour. Because Raven's Dagger is here.
Dun, dun, dun. Hey, Raven's Dagger.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Well, of course, Raven's Dagger is here.
Wants to be friends with Fisher.
Raven Dagger's mom is watching. So,
she should be. She does that. She's going to be there.
Yeah.
The funny thing was, I have it on my phone, Raven. Raven's Dagger walked in to seeing his mother watching PopPop's LitRPG World.
I thought that was the most adorable thing. That would be wild, though, Raven's Dagger, just to walk in the other side of your house and be like, what is going on? Yeah.
Fisher is a great choice to be good friends with. Because he would take good care of you. And you get to ascend in his, on his bootstraps.
Yeah.
So just remember it all.
Whew, yeah. My memory, I used to be an Iron Trap, but it's seeming more like Swiss cheese these days.
You mean you have not, but you've been friends with Raven.
Wait, Jay has friends?
This.
Jay has friends?
Raven's been around forever.
Yeah.
So in Reck's defense, I was working nights, and they do their work at all hours. They do. So
Yeah.
he does. They do. They're up all the time. They're asleep when I start texting him.
We're like, it's true. It's true. So like, I'll be up writing, and I'll be like, okay, about to sign off, and Pop will pop on for his like morning, because he's an old man. He wakes up at like 4 a.m.
4 or 5.
So we'll do this like LitRPG global handoff to each other, and I'll go to sleep, and Pop's on duty.
I'm up. It's a true thing. It's a true thing. Oh, I would never get into an exclusive club. I know that much. Somehow, though, I do get involved in all these.
Just go for it, Wilkie. Might as well.
I do get involved in all these writing groups over on Discord just because.
It's because you bully people into letting you in, man.
I don't bully them. They let me in. For the love of God, they just let me in.
Eventually, after asking over and over.
I don't do that. I have a support team.
They bully
that helps
them.
me out and tell me Reck's not on that support team. He doesn't support me. Oh yes, he does. He's my
turn off your Patreon.
He's my special. Yeah, I better change my password. By the way, I have a Patreon. Go find
you do.
Give up a cup of coffee a month. New chair for PopPop. No work for PopPop.
Yeah.
That no work for PopPop means I actually get to read and create for the 40 hours. I have to go to Wawa instead. Here we go. Here's another question, but we're at the hour. Should we have him ask the question?
Yeah, just go ahead and ask your question, Wilkie. Yeah.
Go ahead, Wilkie. You are royalty. You get to ask your question.
Yeah. Wilkie gets special, question asking.
Wait a minute. Okay.
If you could be a monster, what would you want to be? Maybe a bog quacker.
Pants.
Okay. I was like, what is PopPop doing? It's just for
I'm
you,
showing
Jay.
pants because
he's got pants.
Wrestler wants me to have pants. I have pants.
Okay, if you could be a monster, what would you want to be?
I knew that was coming.
Grotto.
He wants to be Grotto.
James. Yeah.
If I would be a monster, I would want to be, even though he ends up dead, I think. Maybe not. You can get
PopPop's trying to prove he has pants on.
I want to be Gel. I'm proving that I have pants on, Raven's Dagger. Remember? No, that was in Sirius streams. We actually had to get and do the break. He had to go take his medicine, and I had to go somewhere else. And that 2.5 hour thing. Both out of Rise of a Monster, I'd either want to be Gel, who is the main character, the main monster character, or excuse me, I'm sorry, or the Immortu. You have to read the book to know what Immortu was. Immortu was a seriously kick-ass monster. That's who I would want to be. So now we have to go tell Kamato, and we spoke about him again. So I'm sure. Thanks, Ravens. You don't have to tell your mother everything I do. All right, are we done?
What would Jeremy's monster be?
I think that I would go with like an Anne Rice vampire, honestly.
Oh, thank God you didn't say a glittery one from Seattle.
She's the voice of a generation.
There's some really good ones in book 3. Just wait till you get to them. I'm excited. To tell you.
Yeah, I'm excited. All right, so Stumbling Up 2 will be out in June.
June of 2026.
June of this year. Yeah, and then book 3 will be not too far behind, depending on scheduling for voice and stuff. But yeah,
Jeremy, make it happen.
Oh yeah, actually, we should probably talk about that then.
yeah, we need to.
We'll talk about that this
Yeah.
week.
So we have now concluded the launch weekend of Stumbling Up, a
Huzzah.
loser's guide to progression for Reck Well, with narration by Jeremy and Jessica.
Yeah.
And me, I'm just PopPop. And we're out. Really quick. Hold, watch. Wait. I'm doing this just for fun.
You got a princess wave for like 10 minutes.
Not really. Oops.
Give it a freeze frame.
God damn it. It is Wrestler.